Hey everybody, welcome to Select Conference. I'm Patrick, a product manager at UnitedMasters, and I'm here with Brandon Holman, label partnerships manager at TikTok. We're here to dive into all things TikTok and really talk about how artists can use the platform to grow their fan bases and promote their music. How are you doing today, Brandon? Thanks for joining.
Doing pretty good. Yeah, thanks for having me. Really excited.
Awesome. Well, let's dive right into it. It's really incredible to see how TikTok has really exploded in the last couple of years, and honestly, even the last couple months, and how TikTok has really gotten more involved in the music space as that growth has kind of accelerated. Can you talk a little bit about what it's been like from your end, working with artists as the platform has grown?
Yeah, definitely. So it's pretty shocking to say and surprising to a lot of people that TikTok is we haven't even hit our 2 year mark. We celebrate our 2 year at the top of August, and within that time, like you said, the app has just completely grown and really penetrated the artist community, especially here in the States, but globally as well. Just a few months ago, really, people really thought that you can only use TikTok for your next dance challenge or only dance to the Renegade. But we're really seeing the platform grow as a destinations for families to share creative moments. And an example of that is the McFarlanes doing the Blinding Lights challenge, or even Lizzo, sharing her favorite vegan recipes over COVID. It's really an exciting platform to be authentic and to show unique moments. And our mission statement is to provide joy and inspire creativity throughout the world. And I think just by swiping through the platform, you can see a true reflection of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the just like variation of all the different types of content on the platform now has been really incredible to see, especially during COVID, as people have just been forced to get more creative with what they have. So why should artists be on TikTok specifically? What would you say to an artist who maybe hasn't discovered the platform yet, but is considering uh, building a community in that space?
Definitely. I think TikTok is a perfect destination for artists because it allows you to really showcase your true, authentic self. Um, you know, Given our creative platform, it's a great avenue for artists to, do a deep dive into their lyrics, show off a different side of their personality, connect their music with culture and trends, and it's an exciting platform to really highlight music and the artist story. But I think something that's really unique to artists and especially emerging artists on the platform as they're just coming on is once you open TikTok, you're immediately shown the For You page. And our For You page is a curated, a collection of videos that is perfectly catered to you, i.e., for you. So with that, even without you making an account on TikTok, once you download the platform, you see that For You page. And we're not a platform that is bound to the follower count. Of course, having followers on TikTok is important, and it will, promote your video to your followers. But as a new person making their first video on TikTok with no friends, completely unknown, if your content is good and people resonate with it, that video can appear on people's For You pages. And I think that's something very different to other platforms where you start out from scratch. You're like, I have zero followers and I'm following zero people. How do I really get, started? How do I get a bunch of people under my name? And with TikTok, we're an inherently different platform where you can truly find success from day one, which is really exciting. It's a very democratized platform. I think especially for independent artists where there is no real there's real no determination from a normal fan of is this a globally signed artist, or is this an artist that's is this song being released through a major label, or is this an independent artist? If that song is matched with great content, it has a chance to win and succeed on the platform, which is really exciting for emerging artists.
Yeah, you pretty much took the words right out of my mouth. I think that TikTok is really important in that way, and that there almost is no correlation in between whether it's an artist that's making a song out of their bedroom and a top 50 artist in the world, whether or not that's going to be what the community reacts to. So when artists are thinking about content on the platform and who they're trying to reach and how the fan base that they could be building on TikTok overlaps elsewhere, is there anything unique about the users on TikTok that an artist should know when they're starting to get their dip their toes into the platform?
Definitely. I think the audience on TikTok is very unique because they have their own subculture and subcultures of the platform, and they use the dialogue of memes and trending sounds and creative effects to really communicate with one another. So for artists just getting on board, I think one of the most important things that I tell them to do is first to immerse themselves on the platform. Spend some time going through your For You page, swiping and liking the content that you like. And here's a pro tip for content that you don't like, you can press and hold the screen and then press not interested. And over time, that will, curate and tell the system, hey, don't show me these kind of videos. So after a couple days, you can find yourself in a For You hole of all the amazing content that naturally gravitates to you. For me, I'm seeing a bunch of cooking videos and DIY videos because I use TikTok as my new recipe book, and instead of going to Google and searching recipes, I'll just search hashtag chicken thighs and see what all the TikTok chefs are making. So I get hit with a bunch of food and music and dance as well. But for artists that are trying to wrap their head around what's trending, what's the dialogue, what is content on TikTok, the best way to learn that is just by consuming it. After a while, you'll be surprised and inspired of the things that really resonate with you, and then you can find ways to add those content pillars into your strategy and connect it to your music or connect it to your artistry, your brand. Yeah.
Nice. So that kind of leads me into one of the questions that I wanted to ask you. For an artist who isn't necessarily super familiar with the platform, there's obviously the For You page, which is gonna, as they dive into it more, feed them things that they're responding positively to. But where can an artist kind of see like what music is trending on the platform and get inspired by that?
Definitely. So all the trending music can be found on our sounds page. So once you go into the creation flow, you click that camera button for you to make your TikTok. At the top of that, you'll see the sounds page. And from there, you'll see all of our program playlists, which are editorial team highlights. Our featured and like recommended playlists are a good snapshot of the trending sounds on a given day or week. And you'll also see some banners at the top for promotions in which we work with labels like UnitedMasters on promoting their artists. So those are always good indicators of a song that has some traction. So it's always good to pay attention to the trends that are on or the songs rather that are featured on the sounds page. But then as well as going to discover, looking at the hashtags that are being programmed. I would say in a month, there could be anywhere from 2 to 4 music specific hashtags that are really advantageous for artists. So whether it be acoustic covers, and that's showing a bunch of artists, doing scaled back versions of their songs. A lot of bedroom artists are, strumming guitar and singing a cappella, or, behind the music, or sorry, behind the song, which was deep dives into the studio and song making process, and that was really exciting for a lot of our producers to get in on the action, show them behind the computer, showing the stem files of them making a mashup or recording a music with the musician. So I would say monitoring the trends that are happening on Discover, as well as looking at the sounds page to find the trending songs.
Yeah, that's a great insight. I think that a lot of people will find that really helpful. So when artists are kind of when they're actually starting to make posts, are there any best practices that you would recommend for like the types of videos they should be making, like things they need to include in the caption and just stuff like that that's going to help them get their content seen by more people and really respond positively to the algorithm?
Yeah, there's some content best practices which I can share. Full screen is a key. I see a lot of artists wanting to repurpose assets that they put on their Instagram and maybe that have like that square image to fill that vertical screen. We are a full screen or vertical first platform, so that's very important that your content is native to TikTok at that full screen dimension. Good lighting is always good. Having a clear sort of like beginning and end on a video is important, and we've seen watch time throughout that video perform. Once there's just like a clear story, I think the best example of that is like those ASMR videos of you watching someone like ooze some like toothpaste or something on a toothbrush, and like you want to wait to the end of that video to see that pimple pop or to see the recipe being taken out of the oven and like, oh, these brownies look amazing because you just saw the before, middle, and after. Having those storylines in your posts definitely help. um, uh, some other best practices for content. Um, those are the ones that are at the top of my mind. And then I think once once artists see a trend or see people responding to their content or using their songs in a post, I think it's always advantageous for artists to repost that content, whether it be natively in the app via the duet functionality, where they can really directly shout out a fan side by side, or downloading that content from TikTok and sharing that on other platforms like Instagram or Twitter, and letting your fan base not only know that you're on TikTok and that you want more people to join in on this trend, but there's so many times where I'm even tipped off to some trends because I see it shared on Instagram or I see on Twitter it has a million views. Really getting that cross sharing between platforms is very important to reaching a really like mass cultural moment. I feel like once content starts getting shared on Instagram and Twitter, that's what tips off BuzzFeed to be like, oh hey, something's trending on TikTok, because I literally see it everywhere.
Right, right. Yeah, two questions about that. So the first is like for artists that are again getting their feet wet. Do you think it's important to have like a healthy mix of promoting your own music and content that's like directly related to the stuff that you're trying to put out, and like some of the more fun stuff, like along with hashtags that are trending, like challenges on the platform? What would you say like that mix needs to be for an artist that's really looking to grow?
Definitely. Yeah, I would say the mix, um, if it was a percentage, I would say maybe like 70 organic and then 30 promo. The TikTok community, I think, especially once you're just starting an account and starting your post, they really want to see that you're leaned in, that you are of the community, and so that's getting being having some fun, tapping into some of those trending sounds and trending hashtags and content to really show that, hey, like I understand TikTok. I want to really connect with this TikTok audience and recognizing them as such like a unique group, and not just feeding them the same content that you're posting on your other platforms. Um, I think once the TikTok community sees that you're of the community, they're more apt to hear your sales pitch, to hear you essentially ask them to take your song and to create their own content with it. We've seen time and time again artists that have successfully let the creator community know that they are one of them. For future releases, that TikTok community will really be in their corner, and be their day one fans, and they'll really remember once they connected to that artist, once they were at the beginning of the career and that artist was shouting them out via duet, or they were re-engaging on their comments and they were a part of the conversation before they had a number one record and they are now a massive star. Really, the TikTok community will like always love you, I think, if you like really show them that you're one of them.
Nice. Well, for all the emerging artists that are watching this stream, can you give a couple examples of some of those artists that you mentioned that like consistently are hitting all of the right marks on the platform that the community has really embraced, so people can go take a look at their content and see what they can learn from that?
Definitely. Some ones that come top to mind, and one that I've been working with, Princess Nokia. She's been doing a really good job of leaning into some of the organic trends that she was seeing happen with her music, and as well as reposting on her other platforms to get it to a big point, as well as just having fun and being her authentic self. Another artist is a UnitedMasters artist, BMW Kenny, with the Wipe Me Down challenge.
Yep.
That started off from him, reaching out to some creators to use his song, and I think a key reason for success of that, it just wasn't a dance that he was having people do. It was something that was really easily you can easily replicate it by being in front of a mirror and wiping down, and it also allowed a range of creativity and expression as you transform into this other character. So now you're seeing this trend really start at from like a transformation fashion angle, but then I was seeing people do Wipe Me Down from like all the food people and recipe people on my side. They're doing that Wipe Me Down and showing them taking the food out of the oven. So it was something that can like really cross content pillars, and I think that's what helped really grow that record. Someone from the tier one sort of community that's doing really well. Jason Derulo, is just like crushing it right now on TikTok, and I think
Yeah.
he's just really just having fun with it, which is really exciting to see. Tyga is another artist who is being really having a lot of fun, being authentic, really leaning into the trends that he's seeing, whether it be some of the sort of like comedic challenges, the voiceover challenges. He uses a lot of effects, and you can just really tell that he pays attention to that conversation between TikTokers to know what's in at the moment and weaving that into his content strategy.
Yeah, those are fantastic examples. Love the BMW Kenny example. Obviously, that one definitely transcended the content verticals in a really great way, and it's been exciting to see that record grow from our side. So we only have a couple minutes left, but one of the things I wanted to touch on was for the artists that are smaller, independent, and they realize that their song is trending on TikTok. What are some things that they can like immediately do to kind of add fuel to the fire and make sure that they make the most out of that moment?
Definitely. One of the things which I think I echoed before is, really thanking the community, acknowledging the content that you're seeing. So reposting it on your other platforms, and letting fans know, hey, thank you for this. If you see someone do an amazing dance, like, wow, you killed it. Liking their post, following them back, that goes a long way. A lot of these content creators spend a lot of time making these really unique videos. And so to have that acknowledgement from the artists themselves goes a really long way. And that makes them feel really happy and proud to be a part of the moment. So I think that's important. Continuing to, reach out to other different creators and other content category buckets. So with the BMW Kenny example, I think that naturally happened because the song got so big, where people were just like, I need to, put my spin on this. And you saw people from education, from food, from beauty, everybody getting in on it. But I think with trends starting out, it could be advantageous to have a short list of your favorite food people, your favorite animators, your favorite cooks, your favorite beauty, and then start reaching out to those people and say, hey, this is bubbling, and this is what other creators are doing with my song. It'd be cool if you can do it too. Content creators, they're looking for trending sounds as well. They're looking for the most unique way that they can promote their brand and their content, as well as they're trying to grow their profiles. So I think the relationship between music and creator can be very valuable, because both sort of need each other. Content creators need the good songs for their posts. Musicians, they need the content creators to promote the music. So having that open dialogue with creators, I think, can be really important to help grow a trend.
Absolutely. That was a fantastic breakdown. Thank you. Well, one more question before we go. What's next on the horizon for artists at TikTok? Is there anything that you want to share that you guys have in the works that independents and creators can look forward to?
Right now, we are just, doubling down on providing the best support we can for our artists and label clients that we work with. We're, really excited to continue to develop new features that really enhance artist content, that make the song discovery process, more seamless, in app, and really, highlight and celebrate creativity. We're really excited to be working with UnitedMasters and all of your artists on all the amazing things that you guys do, and really excited for all of your future releases with us.
Thank you. Yeah, likewise. Very excited to keep everything moving forward and really see what's in store for TikTok in the rest of 2020. It's been a crazy ride already, so I'm sure more big records, more opportunities on the way. Well, thank you again for joining us. To everybody that's watching, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out the next segment. And for the artists that want to get your music on TikTok, sign up for United Masters Select and submit your tracks, and you'll find them on the platform. Thanks again, Brandon.
Awesome. Thanks for including me.